The college basketball experience TBT preview for the Final Four games edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you use the sign-up code at Underdog Fantasy, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast is back with their 32 NFL team previews. They're also bringing back the phrase that pays. Each episode, they'll give away one word of a 32-word phrase. Submit the phrase for a chance to win $1,000 Circa Future. And welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience. TBT style, baby. Final Four edition. Got the Wi-Fi fix, got to change up rooms, connect some wires, make shit happen over here. But yeah, we got 2 games left on the slate tonight, and then the championship on Sunday afternoon. TBT on the site. If Wichita wins, they'll host. If Wichita loses and West Virginia wins, then they'll host. If they both lose, I don't know who's going to host, but we'll worry about that when we get there. We'll break down each game, who we think will be playing in Sunday's championship. But first, if you want to hear you listen to Moneyline Mac, aka the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin.
It's Mac tonight.
And joining me, hey, this guy's red hot right now in TBT action. He's from the Windy City. You guys know him as Matthew Dewoskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper. CC, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Mac, I shoot, and I'm unconscious right now. 4-0 on my Elite 8 picks. Made up for my trash round of 16 picks.
Yeah. Hey, it comes and goes, baby. Ride the highs and survive the lows and keep it moving, baby. So shout out to the chat. Helms 22 is ready to rock and roll. Thoughts on the Elite 8 match? More home teams winning, more dogs went, 3-1?
Yeah.
Outright.
And I think we probably had the greatest TBT game of all time, or the greatest TBT comeback of all time.
Oh, I mean, I couldn't believe the collapse We Are D3 had. Were they up 20 going into the Elam ending, and it got all the way down to I think
they
Phil Harder actually the lead.
They were down 1 when they made the winning basket.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean but that's the Elam ending, man. You got to be able to finish games, and that's why it's easier to take some of these dogs, to be honest, just because these teams with the lead tighten up, and you actually got to be able to score the ball rather than run out the clock. So,
yeah, I was on D3, took the money line. I thought I was in great shape in the Elam. I think at one point in the I want to say in the fourth quarter they were up 26 points. Which is crazy. Yeah. And then there was, I think there was a 16-0 run at one point during the Elam that got him back into it. Yeah, man. There's no quit and fail harder. I'll tell you. That team. Watch out for them in the future. If they continue to build that program and stick with it, watch out for them, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then in the doubleheader of Wichita, the home team Shockers get it done again. They defeat the champion from 2 years ago, Heartfire, who's always been good. And then Monday night, the West Virginia region, the Mountaineers were able to beat that. That never was really a game. I mean, it was a game. I shouldn't say it wasn't a game, but it kind of was wire to wire. Both games were wire to wire.
I agree.
Yeah, Eberlein rolled in their quarterfinal game, but so did the Mountaineers. I was kind of confused why they were an underdog against Maryland and West Virginia, but hey, that sets up 2 games here tonight. One in Charleston at 6:00 Eastern, the other one in Wichita at 8:00 Eastern. We'll talk about it here on the other side, but first we got to shout out our sponsor. First up is MyBookie.ag. If you want to get down on some action in the TBT, place to do so is MyBookie.ag, your place to bet on every sport, including TBT, MLB, WNBA, golf, and college football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations. Easy deposit and lightning fast payout using crypto. Head over to MyBookie.ag and use our promo code TCESGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm's got a lot of models over there. MLB, golf, NBA, MLB, college football, college basketball when we get there. Rhythm. AI detects patterns where Rhythm's model is consistently won, has a high ROI, strikeout prop, power trends, exclusive, no touts, no noise, just clean data, backed bets, baby. MLB trends are 254 and 147 with a win rate of 63% and a ROI of 4.5% in their last 400 bets. WNBA trends 35 and 20 since the launch, 63% win, 20.7 ROI. Get on over there. 7-day free trial today by heading over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, Cap. Game number 1.
Okay. Oh, we got a crawl.
Yeah.
Wow, you've been upskilling while I've been away.
I thought we did it for the other ones.
I mean, I might have missed it. You might be right, but either way, I
just reading off stats. You didn't know that I had the ticker going.
I did not know you had the ticker going. That's legit.
Yeah. What was I going to say? So both games are 3.5 spreads. So now there is a little bit of different juice on the money line here. Eberlein Drive is sitting here as a 3.5-point favorite, -170 on the money line. Best Virginia +140. So they're the shorter of the two dogs tonight.
A little bit.
Outright. They're the home team. How we got here, Eberlein Drive has been, I think we've taken both of these teams in every single game and they've won and covered it. Best Virginia did not cover in the opener. They beat the boys in the close one, but other than that, they've won 3 straight as an underdog here, coming out of the West Virginia region, compared to Eberlein, who is the 2 seed in the Lexington region. And their path, they've kind of been untested outside of the classic game against Kentucky, where they were able to beat La Familia in the classic game. But like I said, 3 out of the 4 double-digit wins so far for Eberlein Drive. So I think Eberlein Drive, both it should be noted, both teams have a ton of experience in this event. I mean, Eberlein Drive has made run after run in this event. West Virginia has always this is the farthest that they've been, but they've always been around that Sweet 16, Elite 8. They finally were able to break through, now get to the Final Four. They get to host now. Eberlein Drive was in this exact same game last year against Forever Cougs, where they came up short by 3 points. It's kind of a conflict of interest for me. I coached Terry Taylor at Austin Peay. He's on Eberlein Drive, but then obviously I have the ties of the Mountaineer players and staff. So worlds colliding over here for me. I'm not going against my Mountaineers. Hey, home dog again. I'm not overthinking this shit. And I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I do not think either team blows each other out, even though both teams have been absolutely rolling. I think we get a 1-possession game. I'll take 3.5, and I'll take my Mountaineers. It's a home dog outright, +140 on the money line.
Okay. We got both of these teams coming off double-digit wins in the Elite 8. I think this is a 1-possession game. And if I think it's a 1-possession game, give me the points.
Yeah.
I like Best Virginia +3.5. I think this is going to come right down to the wire. You're probably going to see like a last shot winner with the Elam ending. So either way, it's kind of a coin flip to me. I think, when it comes down to that, but I feel safer with taking the +3.5. It's a side I want to be on, and it's a side that I've already bet. So I'm going to co-sign with Best Virginia +3.5. I can't get to the money line. I'll probably end up betting the money line by tip off, but at the moment I can't get there.
You got just trust the home dog. Just trust the home Mountaineers. They keep giving us them at plus money at home against Marshall. Who did they beat? Who did they beat in the Elite 8 game? Or that game was crazy. It was the game, not Elite 8, the one where they came back from Elite Nation, where they were down double digits at halftime, and then they just blew them out in the second half.
I didn't understand Elite Nation as a 1 seed.
I didn't either, and I didn't get Shell Shock as a favorite against West Virginia in West Virginia, or Marshall favored against them. Like they keep getting disrespected on these numbers, man. I don't see why this is north of 1 possession.
Marshall, Marshall, I didn't understand at all either. I could see a bit of a case for the Maryland rosters, given the experience they had and some of the dudes they had in that roster. That being said, the individuals on Maryland did not equal the sum of the whole.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that there was more individual value than there was team value. They did not play well as a team, and it showed when they came up against West Virginia. They just got, the better team clearly won, clearly down, and went wire to wire on them, like, to your point. So, let's continue to fade the West Virginia disrespect. Plus 3.5. We screwed. You push me into the money line. Let's ride.
Hey, they keep disrespecting this team. That's just it's hard work, man. 94 feet of pressure. Jared West, Kedron Johnson, James Reese.
Reese has been he's been awesome this entire tournament. I think he had 24 against Maryland, and he's just a bucket. That guy just scores.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that their roster is constructed. So Eberlein Drive's good, man. I think this is going to be a hell of a game, back and forth, zigzag game. Comes down to the wire, but you got to ride with the home crowd here to get the old Mountaineers over the finish line. Let's go over to game number 2. We are D3. AfterShocks. AfterShocks laying 3.5.
Okay.
All right. So this one is a little bit juicier on the money line. They're up to plus 155 or 154 on the money line.
Yeah, I think there's a bit larger on the spread. I've got minus 3.5 at minus 120. So that accounts for some of the difference.
Okay. I like We Are D3 in the points.
Okay, we're on opposite sides.
I like the Wichita team, but there's something about this We Are D3 team, man. They're just tough. They're resilient and I mean I think you get another tight one possession game here. I don't see Wichita blowing them out. I think that this one comes right down to the wire. I could see AfterShocks winning by 2 or 3 on an Elam ending crazy game like the Houston game. The AfterShocks have been playing in tough emotional game after tough emotional game. I think this one's going to be another one. So give me We Are D3 plus 3.5.
Okay, I'm taking the Shocks. I've been writing the majority of the tournament, and they've been delivering. The biggest, the most emotional game they had was against Cougs that they won in the last minute rainbow at the Elam. I felt like they were the better team against Heartfire. I hated the way D3 closed that game against Fail Harder. They Fail Harder deserved to be here. And I think there might be a hangover, might be a bit of carryover from the way that game ended and how they couldn't close. And they kind of got, it kind of turned into a slop fest that they happened to get a bucket at the end to move on in. So, I'm going to fade the team coming off the slop fest ending. Give me the Shocks at home, get the job done against D3. I think they roll. I really do. I think it's a double-digit win for Shocks. I really do.
Woo! All right. So we got a blowout. So we're opposite sides on that. We'll give out Lock and Dog on the other side, but first we got to talk about Circa. Circa Millions, baby. Circa Survivor. There it is. All right. Circa, the greatest sports book in Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grand Simio. With over 21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true DGen if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. Come hang out with the SGPN and TCE August 21st through 23rd for an amazing weekend, including live shows and open bars. Plus, you get 15% off the stay with promo code SGP15. The contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere with SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP to get $50 off in proxy fees today. We are also brought to you by the one and only Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to the first place. No waiver wire, no arguments, no trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Sign up today and use our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick and first time deposit offer up to $2,000 in bonus credits. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Lock I'll take Best Virginia plus 3.5. Dog. I'll do West Virginia Wichita moneyline parlay. Like I said, I think Wichita is going to win a tight one here tonight. That goes for plus 270 on the money line. So Best Virginia and AfterShocks is a plus 270 money line parlay or money line parlay.
Okay. My lock. This is a tough one. I don't like either of the totals, so I can't give that out. I'll lock up the Shocks minus the 3.5. That's my favorite. That's my favorite play on the board. Dog. I could just. Do you mind if I just co-sign your parlay?
You like to call it? Yeah, I like that one.
I've already bet it, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'd be lying if I gave it anything else. The totals here I don't love. Best Virginia tends to play to the under, but Eberlein, they can rack up points pretty quickly. So there may be some scoring in that game. I think it's going to be right down to it. And D3 versus Shocks, again, I can see that. D3 they almost put up 200 points in their last game.
Oh, I know. So in our scenario, it would be Wichita hosting West Virginia Sunday afternoon. That would be the final. So
West Virginia would have to go to Wichita.
Yeah. I was hoping to be in West Virginia. So
it should be like it should be a neutral. Put it in a neutral. That's not right.
Go we are D3 if West Virginia wins the first game. I was going to ask you. So the futures market now, I was looking at it today. Eberlein Drive plus 225. AfterShocks right there plus 250. Best Virginia 3-1. We are D3 plus 350. I mean, I like the Best Virginia one. Like if somehow, if they can get by tonight and somehow like We Are D3 picks off Wichita, then they would be hosting and they'd be a 3-1
and favored.
Yeah, and favored.
Yeah, be pretty heavy. Yeah, be a couple point favorite too. So yeah, I mean, getting catching that at 3-1 isn't bad. I'm gonna keep riding with my Shocks. I love this team. They're so fun.
Yeah,
that home environment has been it's been a really good home environment the whole time. It's been a fun team. They had the one epic battle against Cougs, and the rest of the games have been just them kind of going wire to wire a bit. So I'll ride with my Shocks at the plus 250.
No, it's no coincidence that two of the best home court atmospheres, they've made it to the Final Four. I mean, what the West Virginia region's been rocking the entire time, but the Wichita environment's stupid. I mean, they jammed that thing in. Like they got more people at the TBT game than the Wichita AAC home games.
You're right.
I'm like, damn, look at these people.
They take this seriously in Wichita.
They need to get back to the Missouri Valley because all these guys like from the Missouri Valley era. I know they got paid, but man, they had a brand in that valley under Greg Marshall and company. So
you need to bring back football too.
Yes. I think I may have figured out my Wi-Fi. So college football episodes tonight here. I guess this is the new room after playing with the wires and stuff. Go check out all those previews. Cap, we can do something Sunday. I'll be back in the area, back home. So we can maybe we'll get Troy Tuning on for maybe the final if he's available. If not, you never know. He might be playing 18. So
very well could be.
Yeah. Enjoy the games, everybody. He is at Cannabis Capper. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are the college basketball experience, TBT style. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here. Cheers.